Good evening, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, but I guess you knew that, and you are you, and I guess you might have known that as well. So, welcome to the Monday night ZX Spectrum stream. The best thing about being Monday evening is that Monday is completely out of the way. So we're cooking on gas. Hooray! So we're going to be messing around, as you might guess, with a couple of hours of ZX Spectrum streaming. Thank you, Julie, that you can hear me. That's always a bonus. So hello there, everyone already in the stream. Tom, Stuart, Smithers, Gary, of course, a lot of you there, SQ Ron, Gumdio, and anyone that's watching as well that doesn't use the chat, that's fine as well. Hope this eases a little bit of stress there. So hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Now, in order to keep this show on the road, I've been applying for part-time jobs. Just waiting to hear back from a few of them, so we'll see what happens. Now, when you apply for these jobs, when it tells you what hours can you do, to make it open, you just click absolutely everything. But I'll keep you updated with the prompts, because ideally I want to keep all of these going. We do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the moment, and you know, if it's just evening work that's offered, if I'm lucky enough to get it, I haven't even got an interview yet, then of course I'll let you know, and we'll just move it around. But they will happen, but hopefully we're looking good. Hooray, hooray, hooray. So, we're going to look at, first of all, we're going to look at a game called Enduro. I only knew about this really on the Atari 2600, which is a brilliant game. And I understand that Activision have converted a few of their games over to the ZX Spectrum, which should be quite useful. Let's just find where it is. So Enduro, not to get confused with Enduro Racer, which is a motorbiking game. This one is Enduro, where basically you control a car. It looks a little bit like an insect, and you must control it over a number of, well, throughout the day, I would say a number sort of like cars, and then we're sort of like there really. Other conversions that Activision done, which I need to cover on the ZX Spectrum as a reviewer: Hero, Beam Rider, and I think River Raid as well. Which I loved all those games on the Atari 2600, so they're going to be good. So let's have a bit of fun. Let's blow some stresses away. Gameplay will be, well, good to rubbish, focusing mainly on the rubbish, but it's mainly nonsense chat as we come together as a community. Yes, we are a community, care in the community, and just talk about rubbish and forget, well, just have a bit of fun really, have a bit of fun. Right, keyboard controls. Right, let's get used to this. So O, P, W, and tool. Right, let's remember that. Brakes on the car. Now, I prefer this on the Atari 2600 because the sounds it chucks out, but I thought I'd show it to you. Thank you, Michael. It's good for a bit of nonsense, and as much as I can, I do look at the chats as we're going through as well. Hey Nick, hope you find something soon, mate. Thanks, Neil. It is you try not to think about it too much, but it's a bit of a worry. But you know, we're in the chill zone now, so anything else in outside world doesn't really matter. Right, okay, come on, car, or is it an insect? Right, okay. So here we go. It looks typically like, well, it's set out like an Atari 2600 game. I need to overtake cars. Now, difference to this version to the Atari 2600 is all the cars are black colour, they don't change. Oops, and I think it's a little bit tricky. This was in 1984. Now, I think it just gives you different times of the day as well going through. But yeah, if you had this one back in the day, let me know. Have reviewed it, but I thought I'll show it to you just to get us warmed up. So it's not a stellar game. I don't think it'd be in many people's top 10. Good evening, Firefox 50. So it won't be in many people's top 10s, but you know, interesting nonetheless. But it does feel like it should be on the Atari 2600. But you know, some games have spiritual homes, don't they? Really. But some people may have liked this as well. Now, I'm not sure if it came out on the Commodore 64 or not. You can see down the bottom there, it says 163 or thereabouts. That's gradually going down every time we overtake a car, I think. So we just need to get through. If you bash into the back of the car, it will knock you back a little bit. And hopefully it will change the snow scene in a little bit. Here we go, right. They are like insects, Tom. It's changed the snow. Bug Racer will be a better name for it, yeah. It's a little bit more trickier, I think, than the Atari 2600 version. It seems a little bit narrower. I don't know what's happening with the sound, but the ZX Spectrum 48 always struggled a little bit with racing games with the sound. This isn't as bad as many. They haven't gone for a high pitch sort of like sound. And I'm struggling, I'm in big trouble. Games are usually best on the original system. You're right there, Gumdo, you are right. You only have to look at the case point of Manic Miner from the ZX Spectrum to the Commodore 64, where the Commodore 64 could more than have equalled it, but they just did a straight port and it weren't quite as well. I'm still learning about the Commodore 64 really, because I didn't own it back in the day, but there's probably a few there that work better on the Commodore 64 more than the Spectrum, which are Commodore 64 specific, although they did a pretty good homebrew of Attic Attack, that is for sure. Buggy Boy on the Commodore 64, I think that was better than that on the Spectrum. But there we go, Commodore 64 stream will be on Wednesday, unless I get an evening interview, which is unlikely. It's Project Cars. I'll get my car. You're right, Michael. It's not quite Project Cars. Can you imagine this as a DLC? I don't think they'll play many. But if you had this back in the day, though, as I always say, you will get a bit of a nostalgia buzz. Sometimes there's a game I review which is pig awful, but if you had it back in the day and it's connected to certain memories, you forget about that because it's not about the game. It's about the memories and where you were back in that time, so simpler times. And I respect that, so I have to bear that in mind. Now, most of the time I try and see the good things in most games that I play rather than just knocking it down. And, you know, it moves quite quick, this one. Frame rate isn't brilliant. The sky's changing colour, which is good. Red and green. Makes me remind you of some sort of like those sweets we had back as a kid. What were red and green sweets? I'm sure it was rhubarb. No, it wasn't rhubarb and custard. They were purple and yellow, weren't they? Right. Anyway, so we're going for about 2 hours or so. We're going now 2 hours, so we won't be playing this the full 2 hours. So there we go. Oh, look at that. Right, so we've got the tail lights. Yeah, it is, Neil, I have to agree with you to a certain degree. It is much better on the Atari 2600, this one. It's only because it uses a lot of colours as we go across the tail lights of these cars, so it's night time. As I said before, I need to come to as a full review of the other games that Activision converted to the ZX Spectrum, and they, as I said, are Hero, Beam Rider, and River Raid. Now, I think I've covered them on the Commodore 64, maybe, but need to look at them in a stream. Hooray, hooray, hooray! It's all a bit of fun. So, hope you haven't had too much of a stressful day. If you have, well, let's just forget about everything for a couple of hours. Nothing really matters. I went for my walk today, and you might have seen my Friday chat. The travellers are still there. I have to call them travellers, that's the political correct thing to say. There's more vans now. I thought they'd been moved on, and there's more vans now there. I think there's over 12. Now apparently it was today the council told them to move on, but whether they will or not, I don't know. What annoyed me most this time is the alleyway to get out of the park was completely cut off by a washing line, so I had to duck underneath some woman's pants to get out of the park. I can tolerate a lot, but ducking under some dirty pants to get out of the park is not really what I would, not really the one, as they say. It's not saying I was really after. Park patrol as well. Thanks, Neil. Let's make a mental note of that. Right, so I've got 42. Oh, look, I'm going backwards now. Quite literally. Right, so it's a different part of the evening. So remember to slow down, get round these cars. Come on. Now, once on the Atari 2600 version, of course, when I start running out of time, it'll start beeping. Need to get past another 30 or 28 cars, and then it's the end of the day. Time sticking down in the top middle has got 552. Oh man. Now, when there's two cars alongside each other in this version, it does get a bit tricky. So it's back into the daytime as we pass these crazy insects. I don't know if you saw the Grand Prix on Sunday. There's a hell of a few smash-ups, weren't there, really? But Lewis Hamilton won again. Did you see it? There's a big smash-up on the restart, where I think on the front of the restart was Bottas in the Mercedes, and he was holding the cars up. I don't think it was his fault really. And some people near the end of the grid thought that the race had started and hit the full accelerator, only to come up to traffic that wasn't moving at all, and there was a huge crash. I've done it. I thought George Russell was going to get some points in the. Why is this car not going forward? I thought George Russell was going to get some points in the Williams, but the restart he fluffed it really. I know you might not be interested in Formula 1, but yeah, we were playing this for a little bit longer, and well, until I die really. And the next game we'll be playing is a game we reviewed on the channel last Saturday, which you might have caught or might not. We're playing controlling an alien called Ziggy. Ziggy played guitar. That's my bad David Bowie impression, but it's not based on that at all. Ziggy must descend a pyramid by shooting aliens and finding the way out of a pyramid, really. Spiders from Mars. Actually, that is quite big, because these do look a little bit like spiders. I'm not sure if they're from Mars, though. Right, red bug racing. You're quite right there, Neil. Right, let's make a note then. Park Patrol. I haven't played Park Patrol. What's Park Patrol like? Is it like a Pac-Man game? Is it a bit like Horace, Hungry Horace? I'll get round these bugs. Spy vs Spy was First Star Software. Thanks, Smithers. I do learn a lot from you guys in the comment section and in the chat box. Whoa! Right, away we go. Good. Right, back into the snow scene. My favourite snow scene would have to be on the Commodore Amiga. Lotus 2. My least favourite snow scene would have to be on the Amiga. 1000 Miglia. I don't know if you watched that, but that review, 1000 Miglia. You're supposed to, well, the idea was you control a classic car in the 1920s or the 1930s, right? It sounds good so far, and you drive across the great scenery of Italy. Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? But the game is absolute pants, and bigger pants than what I found on that Traveller's washing line to get out of the park. Yeah, there we go. It all links up. Park Patrol by Activision, you play as a park keeper. Thanks, Neil. Right. The thing with Enduro on the Atari 2600, it is the sort of game you could play for hours. This one, it's like you can play it for a bit, but I don't think I want to play it for hours. It's a high-pitched sound in this one. In the Atari 2600, it was deep, earthy sound. I think it works slightly better. But good to see it though. It's another one of those ones I'd like to see the programming of it. Didn't have a sequel, but there we go. We're starting with a racing game. I think it's the only racing game we're looking at this time. So, with hands on heart, I'd say this is the best racing game we'll look at this evening. Hooray! You got to check. You got to put your hoorays in when you can these days. Yeah. Thanks, Gary. Pant dashing, washing line blues. Yeah. I hope they're not. I've got nothing against them. Well, it's more of annoyance really, but it just ruins a nice walk really. But you know, I expect it's a bit of a game with them, and they've already mapped out their next 5 sites they're going to go to. So you go to one site and then get moved on after a week or something. So you know, I suppose it's a bit like that. But I don't know how they got access to the park at all in the first place. I thought it was all fenced off. But there we go. There we go. It's no biggie, is it really? It's no biggie. No one died. Well, not yet, anyway. Here we go. Normally on my walk I see a lot of acorns. There was a lot less acorns this time, so I think maybe the acorn season was over. I was debating collecting a load of acorns, I don't know if you've done this, and grounding them down to try and make acorn coffee, which I saw on a website is something. It sounds absolutely horrible. Thank you, Martin. This gives me the first chance to pronounce your name correctly. Thank you, Martin Rymel. This will be great back in the day, as long as it didn't take too long to load. Yeah, it's fairly straightforward, isn't it? Really, fairly straightforward. So thank you to all the members on the channel that's donating a membership each month to keep this channel on the road. That is much appreciated. So thank you for that. As much money as I possibly can gets redirected back into the channel to keep this level of internet subscription up, so you can see it this clearly. I don't know if you saw when it was on 360p. It was sort of like okay, but it sort of like wasn't as well. And we got regular dropouts and freezes and stuff. You might get the occasional freeze, but it's very, very unlikely nowadays. Unless something's going on with YouTube itself, because I've gone from a 0.6 upload speed to 18 point, well, generally it tops out 18.2 really. Right, so we'll get to the end. We won't be playing this game all the time, what addictive it is. So we'll get to the end of this day, and then we'll stick on the pyramid. Be good to see old Ziggy. Now, I never, on my review of the game, it's the first time I played it, of course. I think I got to about 3rd or 4th stage down the pyramid, and then it got a little bit frustrating. I had to try and prevent myself from saying little like magical swear words. You might have completed it back in the day, but it's all about finding the correct route down the actual pyramid. So just to summarise what's going to be happening this week in terms on the channel, members already know what videos are going up. In terms of the live streams, tomorrow there'll be another ZX Spectrum stream. I was thinking maybe of starting with the Wild Bunch this time, so I think I had it on the wrong speed before when I watched it back. So the Wild Bunch and a few other games. Wednesday will be the Commodore 64 stream, hooray! And Thursday, which is getting a bit of a cult status, is the Speedball 2 stream, where we'll all be supporting Barry the Goalkeeper, Speedball 2 on the Commodore Amiga, which has proved great fun so far. And I've run out of time. If you're a Barry fan, then well done you. Barry doesn't Barry doesn't turn up in this one. I think Ziggy play guitar. You're right, Tom. You're right there. Now, one of the things I was doing, I don't know if you was around last week watching the Commodore 64 stream, but there was a big Windows problem. It had updated earlier on in the day, and it had turned off the keyboard. Now, the emulator I was using was quite specific, needing the keyboard, and I was in big trouble there. So thank you. I did mention it on the Friday walkie chatty thing, which aliens turned up. I try and make it a bit interesting, but not in the Commodore 64 stream. We managed to get to the end doing Commodore 64, but I couldn't alter the stream. I had to reset my computer to get out. But no such thing going to happen this evening, because this emulator works slightly different. Quite often people ask me that what emulator I'm using, so I'll preempt that straight away. It's EMUZWin, EMUZWIN version 2.2. I like Bowie, great voice and songs. Correct, Tom. Me too. I like Starman as well. And there's a great bit in The Martian where he's singing Starman. Good. Right, The Martian. That's a shout out for The Martian. Right, the Friday chat was good fun. Thanks, Neil. Thank you. They take a long time to do those. Not watched by a great many people, but I have good fun nonetheless. And that's what it's all about, really. Right, the pyramid. It's not about pyramid schemes, this, so don't enter a pyramid scheme. Right, Ziggy. Right, I'm not sure how good I'll be on this, but I sort of like suspect how good I'm going to be on it. The Pyramid was by Fantasy Software in 1983. I'm told there are a few other Ziggy games as well that perhaps we'll come to, but I think looking at the screenshots, I think this might very well be the best one. Let's read a few of the comments. Starman, possibly my favourite David Bowie song. Well, it's a good one. I like Fashion. I like all of them really. China Girl, Fashion. Fame's a good one. Fame, yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much. Right, so let's decide what controls we want to use on this. I'm a QA man, and an OP. Although we haven't done a QA for a while. Questions and answers on the channel. So many plans, so little time. So QA, OP, bottom right. Yeah, number 5 I think would be the best one to have. Right. Doomsday Castle is another. Thanks, Tom. I think that was mentioned before. Is that better than this or about the same? Hi, Crazy Kurt. Hello there. As I say, I keep an eye on the chat. People dropping in. I try and involve you as much as we can, but quite often you're in chat with yourselves. This is great to see. We're all part of some crazy, mad, insane community, which probably, I don't know. Would it survive elsewhere? I don't know. It's crazy town. Crazy town. Right. As I say, all about beating stress. Speak to a few of you on Twitter as well. We have our ups and downs, but together we win. That's what I see. Right, number 5. So here's the pyramid. You start at the top and need to work your way down. On the comments section before, someone's mentioned there, which I agree with actually, it might have been better if you started at the bottom and had to work your way to the top, and at the top there would have been an ender level boss. And I think that would have worked. I think that would have worked quite well. That's a good mention, Julie. It's like the Labyrinth that David Bowie was in. That's a good film, Labyrinth. It's a good film. Right. P to play, right? Here we go. So, we must shoot stuff. That's obvious. Occasionally blue diamonds will come across. When they turn blue, we can drop them over one of those 2 hatches below, and that will gain us access to the next stage. If we bump into any of the enemies, our shields go down, which you can see there, P96. If the crystal that drops down or the diamond bumps into any of the stuff or me, it's completely invalid, right? So there's the blue one. Can't bump into anything else or we're doomed. Drop it over there. Right, and that hatch is open. So that's the path we're taking. So we could have gone left or right. On this one, you only have to drop 1 diamond over there. If you have to, on later ones, I think you have to drop 2 and then more and more and more. The Bins of Doom. Bin day tomorrow. Well done, 790. Actually, it's bin day here as well. I'm near South. I'm in a town called Rayleigh, but it's bin day tomorrow. The council is Castle Point, but they always zip round on a Tuesday where I am. Right. QAOP, Controls of the Gods. You're right there, Gary. You're certainly right. So, next stage, and it's going to get progressively more difficult. I think on the review, I found this game quite fun, so we got about stage 3, and then I sort of like run out of talent, and then I started getting a bit annoyed that I kept bumping into the crystals and stuff. Right. There is a poke for this for infinite, I think, strength, but I won't be using that. Don't bump into my crystal. Oh, see, look, so I've automatically lost the crystal now because I bumped into that thing. And that's where the frustration, or maybe the addictiveness, could go. So the Pyramid by Fantasy Software in 1983. A lot of these games will be from the 80s, but there's one from the 90s that'll be late, which is SWIV. And then, yeah, oh, I've missed it. Goodness gracious me. Right, so Nick, you must get off level 2, surely. He might not get off level 2. Right. Ziggy. He's not playing guitar in this, but you know. Right, now here comes a crystal. Got it. Don't bump into any of these guys. Put that there. Good. Right, so that's gone purple. So one more, and then we'll be exiting. We're definitely gonna go down that route because I don't want to spend the time getting more crystals than I need to. Right, I've got it. I'd love to see what happened at the end of this game. I really would. But, you know, it's going to take some going on it. So I'm only on 3. What is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stages of that going down. The good thing about this, if you were brilliant at it, when you got to them with different paths. Now, I presume in each one of those bricks of the pyramid, there's a different alien to try and find. I presume. Right, I think I've seen this one before, so this might be a path. Yeah, this might be a bit awkward going horizontally. I thought my least favourite ones are the ones going up, but I think this might be my least favourite one now. Give me diamonds. Diamonds are forever, unless your name is Ziggy. Then they might destroy. Come on, give me some. I'm not sure if they come down automatically, or you have to kill a certain amount of aliens to activate it. Can't be too many. Right, here we go. Oh, see? It went blue, but I couldn't get at the thing. Right, okay. Now, there's a bit of inertia on this game, a little bit like Jetpack. There's a few homebrews I need to look at as well. We looked at Jetpack Jock there, right. Oh, we looked at Jetpack Jock, had a bit of inertia, but there's another one called Jetpack Bob, which I need to queue in. Won't be having a look at that for a while, but I need to... I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. So, you know, quite a fun game, quite a clever game, but at the same time quite an annoying game. Wish I'd taken a different path now. Is there a path you can just go straight down the whole time? Oh, it's killing my diamond. The crystals do look like the ones in Jetpack. You're right there, Julie. I can see that. Maybe just a little bit bigger. Right, I need to clear some space then, because it's a bit tight with these guys. Oh, what's the tactics on this? I desperately need someone that's completed the thing. I really do. I was playing this off soft day tape. How far did you get, Firefox 50? Did you get near the bottom, or did you get to like sort of similar position I'm doing? So these guys are going left to right. It's causing me big hassle. Yeah, see, I need to get in front of them then. If I knew where the crystal's going to fall down, I'd probably be a bit better. So let's maybe just go like this. Let's just defend this area, and hopefully the crystal drops behind me. There it is. Ow! You're gonna hear me saying "owl" a lot in this game. Shields are at 48. Yeah. Oh no. Hello, fish pods. Hello there. It's Ziggy. I mean Barry. It could be Barry Fishpot. It could be. Yeah. Yeah, diamonds are... Just read your comment, SQ Ron. Diamonds are supposed to be eternal, aren't they? Oh, man. Right, I think if I die here, which is quite probable, I think I need to take a different route. Or Ziggy needs a much better weapon. Oh, these guys. And this is only like stage 3, isn't it? God knows what it gets to a bit later on down the line. Right, drop it. Good. That's why. Oh, I did it down the wrong side. Right, anyway, because the next one is going to be green. I'm making this very difficult for myself. Nikki, it's the first time you said this on the stream. You're a nincompoopin. You really are. The bottom left indicates where a diamond will appear. Does it? Bottom left. A5. What does that mean? Is that... Oh, look at that. I'm taking a bit of a pounding. Is it like battleships? A2. Where's that? A1. I think it's just like it's just advising you what type of paper is available. Drop it. Right, so just one more on that purple section, but I've only got 8 shields, which isn't great. Man, I'll be quite pleased to get rid of these Google Eye fiends if I can do. Oh, he dropped it over the hatch. Should have gone down a bit lower, really. Oh, and I've blown up. I've blown up like a big twit that I am. Well, I'll have one last go. That was quite bad gameplay by me, even for me. I went down the left-hand side, so let's maybe just keep heading down the right-hand side. That might be good. Yeah. A1 equals 1 mouse to the left. Thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Stuart. Right, okay. A1 wants mouth to the left. Right, okay. Nincompoopin sounds like a verb in German. Well, at least it should be. Right. Come on, Ziggy. Get to the bottom of this pyramid. You know you can do it. Maybe. Right, so I'm going to keep going down the right-hand side this time, am I? Yes. Trash cans. Now, these seem quite straightforward, these trash can boys. Anyone can destroy a trash can, even an alien. Thank you very much. That'll do. Down it goes. Yeah, so hopefully the right hand side is I don't know if it's going to be like Outrun, where you take the right hand path and it's more difficult than the left hand path, but we'll see. We will see. I didn't know about this game back in the day, funnily enough, but I would have absolutely loved it. I really would have done. Right, down we go. Didn't really need to get that other diamond, did I? Right, okay. Very boring fact, nincompoopin is actually Latin. Well, I didn't know that, Julie. I didn't know that. So I can't trademark it. Right, okay, right, listen, right, okay. So keep going down the right. This looks easier than before, maybe, he says as he loses his whole shield. I wouldn't want these to go up too fast. So they're coming up from the bottom of the screen. So it's going to be hard approaching stuff. Oh, I thought that crystal was going to fall down quite nicely. A7. So where's that? That's extreme right or left, isn't it? A2. There it is. So that's gone purple. That's good. So that's where we want to go. We want to keep going right. That's what we want to do. Come on, Zig. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'll like to meet you, but he'll think he'll blow your mind. Is that the lyrics? Right, down we go. We keep going right. It'll be all right if you're on the night. If you're one of those people, you know. Yeah, that was a quick impression of Dennis Norden. I did a show on It's All Right on the Night. Watch that bottom left box countdown, Nick, and you will know when the diamond will fall. Thanks, Stuart. That's good tactics. What's that box on the left count? Right, okay. Oh, that's a countdown, is it? Alright, okay, it's the final countdown. I haven't seen these aliens before. They look like some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of lava lamp. Oh, Nicky, come on, sort it out. Controls seem a bit... No, don't do this to me again, Windows 10. Controls suddenly seem a bit ropey. No, we're back again. It was doing something, I'm sure of it. Or maybe a strange signal went past. What are these guys? So that'll be the main fun of this game, just seeing what aliens are coming through from each side. But as we know from last time, my problem being the ones that go left and right or right and left seem to give me a bit of hassle. Yeah, there we go. Ah, man. It does look a bit like an Ultimate game. You're right there, Tom. You're right there. Whoa. Right. I don't know, this makes me want to... There's a kid's sweet that was like a jelly tot or something. This makes me want to eat a bag of jelly tots. Can you still get those jelly tots? I want a bag now. Ooh. So after this game, we will be playing... Oh my goodness, it's going to test me. We're playing Bruce Lee. Now there is a remake of Bruce Lee that I need to review called Bruce Lee RX, which reskins all the graphics. But we'll see how it plays the original. There we go. You never know. Once I've reviewed Bruce Lee RX, which you know isn't scheduled for a while, then I I'll play it on here. But yeah, members will know when that is going to go up because I'll let you know. Right, so just one more on the right hand side, and then we're cooking on gas. It's one of these games, as frustrating as it is sometimes, you can be playing it for quite a while without actually knowing. Evening, Rossi. Hope you are well, sir. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's take that thing. Oh, look. Yeah, I didn't defend the diamond very well there. Diamonds are forever, unless it's being guided by Ziggy, and then it's probably only for about 6 seconds or something. Really, come on. Right, it's going to drop down in 3. Game keeps pausing ever so slightly. Right, where... Oh! This is where I went wrong last time, wasn't it? Stage 3 down. Yeah. I mean, these sort of games are the sort of ones that, back in the day, because I only had a few games, I'm sure a lot of you were in a similar position. If you only had a few games back in the day, you would have got really good at the few games that you did have. And for me, it was Manic Miner, really. And Attic Attack to a certain degree. Yeah, and if you had this back in the day, you would just storm down and do all the timings and just blasted all the way down, really. Right. Come on, Zig. What's our shields like? Oh, there's the diamond. No. Ow. I get a bit of history repeated here. Well, we only got 8 strength and then it's going to blow up. But then we'll be playing Bruce Lee. Good old Bruce Lee. Had a good few films, mainly fighting films, if not all fighting films. Not to get mixed up with Bruce Forsyth, of course, which made no fighting films that I'm aware of. Right, down we go. So we've done that stage. Right, so we keep going down the right. So I got further than before, which is something. I haven't played Jetpack RX Firefox 50, but the writer of that, Alan Turvey, has sent me a file of it on Facebook. So, yeah, I will look at it at some point. Not for a little while, but I will look at it. Oh, my God, it's got a bit crazy now. Right, okay. Whoa. Right, Goodness gracious. Nah, it's getting a bit beyond the skill set now of Nick here, this game. Bruce Forsyth might have, I'm not sure about this, he might have appeared in a Carry On film. I'm not sure. If he did, it was only one of them. Oh, why did that thing get red? This thing spinning around reminds me of that space station in 2001, A Space Odyssey, where it played the Blue Danube. I'm sure you might have watched that film. It played the Blue Danube and yeah, other stuff. That's my review of 2001. It plays the Blue Danube, other stuff, and How the Computer. So you don't need to watch it now. There we go. The enemies look like crisps, like wheels, shaped like wheels. They do a little bit, but a lot really. That's a pretty accurate observation. Oh, I thought I was going to fall down right in my lap. Oh goodness! Come on, Zig. So I hope this is easing your stress. What am I saying? Hope this is easing your stress a little bit. But we'll be playing Bruce Lee after this one anyway. So there we go. Admittedly, it is a little bit annoying, this game, once you get through a few stages there. But imagine playing it with a cheat on it. You'd zip right through to the end. That is for sure. Right. Right. We've got one. Right. Okay. So that's one. One. Ha ha ha. As the Count in Sesame Street would say. I've never been invited to be a guest star in Sesame Street. I don't know if you have. If you have, then comment in the comment section or the chat thing below. So again, a big hello to everyone that's watching this. I think there's about 29 of you. It says on the screen there. Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. And a big thank you to anyone now that's watching this on pre-record when it's not live, because I do read your comments as well when I get the chance to. So I hope you're enjoying it. So everyone, I hope everyone's enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Ziggy's not enjoying it too much because he's just exploded into a big ball of gas. But you know, that's what happens. That's what happens in the big wide world, isn't it? Really. So yeah. So there we go. So a good couple of games there, although that is a little bit debatable. Remind me to turn this webcam off and put on the proper thing in a minute. But now we're going to be playing Bruce Lee, aren't we? That's what I said before. We're going to be playing Bruce Lee. So let's find good old Bruce. Put your favourite Bruce below. Mine's either Bruce Wayne or Bruce Banner. Bruce Wayne, of course, played Batman. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, of course. Bruce Forsyth, the Incredible Game Show host. I don't know what other Bruces there were. No, there's probably a few that I don't know of. Right, okay, so Bruce Lee. Come on, Bruce. Put that on there. Right, good. Oh, thanks, Julie. Thank you. I just saw that go up. Thanks for that super chat. Super chats keep keep the thing going. Keep on even platform and help me actually still do these. So thank you in the first place. Although as I said, I'm sure Bruce Dickinson. Sure, yeah. Although as I said, sorry about that immediate Bruce Dickinson shout out. But as I say, I'm looking for additional work to try and keep the thing going because I'm determined to keep the thing going because we had a lot of fun, don't we? Really. Right. It's on one player. It's on Kempson. What are the buttons? O, P, Q, and A. Even I can remember those. And ZM is punch. Now I won't be completing it, but let's just see how far I can get. You control Bruce Lee. After you'll be a couple of sumo called Yamo and a guy called Ninja. Get the yellow lanterns. Get to the next screen, and that's essentially where we are. Bruce Dickinson. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a duffer. Cheap as chips. Yeah, that wasn't a very good impression, but anyway. Off we go. There's Bruce Lee. Here's an impression of Bruce Lee. Let's just check out these controls here, and then you can. Right, there's Yamo and Ninja. In Bruce Lee RX, the graphics are all coloured in, and Yamo is actually green, like the Commodore 64 version. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But collect all these, avoid conflict with Ninja and Yamo, and then you're good really. You'll see them go on the screen every now and again. Well, there they are. They will try and interrupt you. Like, fight! If you hit them 3 times, I think they die, but they will gang up on you. Yeah, like that. Oh, hit me twice. That's no good. Take that, Yamo. One more, and I think he's doomed. But now Ninja's going to come up. Right, so that's all the lanterns on that screen. Let's get up here. Now, I will be playing this a little bit like a newbie. Bruce Lee, although I have played it before, Bruce Lee's by US Gold in 1985. Of course we go. Now, there's a trapdoor there you can see on red on the very bottom. Once we've collected all the lanterns, that will open, and then we're onto a different sort of like place. It doesn't load up any new screens or anything. It just opens up more of the world. I won't stop and do punching because that'll get me into trouble. Come on, boys. Just right, there we go. And I think there's one other screen. So there's 3 screens up here. Right. In the original manuals, he was actually referred to as the green Yamo. Oh, what? And then was white. Okay, there we go. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's good information. Right, we've almost got all these. It's after this it gets a bit tricky. So this is just the warming up bit. You can run rings about these guys. So there's no real need to stop and have them in unarmed combat because then you could probably just get away from them naturally. Unless you want a bit of fun. So he moves quite quickly, Yamo, or the green Yamo, for an enlarged chap. And here's the trapdoor. We collected all the lanterns. It's open. Trapdoor. I need to look at that again now we're in maximum power. So lovely colour in this one. Although Bruce Lee RX has got even more colour, believe it or not. Right, so it gets a bit tricky now because you could be doing your timings, and these guys keep mucking it up by pushing you around the place. Right, it's a laser thing that goes there, so I've avoided that. Good. Get that. Right, now, don't bump into this laser thing. Try and time it. There we go. Now, if Yamo or the Ninja don't time it, they will die. Hopefully they don't time it right. No, they have timed it right. Curses. Right. Yeah, they did have names, Gary. They did. Ninja is the little guy, and Yamo is the big fella. Right, now, this is quite often where I start going wrong, because I start going wrong quite quickly. Good. That's fooled them. Right, the ninja just died on that stuff. Right, so when we click the lantern here, as you might have seen before, it opens the trapdoor below. We have to time it so we don't get singed by that thing coming across. Don't get singed. Yeah, okay, so... Now, it's a similar sort of thing on this side as well, and I can't quite remember the thing. Yamo looks like Gus from Daley Thompson's Super... He does, Neil. Yeah, he does, actually, from the Tug of War. Yeah, that's right. Now, what's the timing on this? Not sure. Now, that is not the timing. Right, so a bit of a trial and error on this thing. Don't bump into those swords or you'll be ultimately doomed. So let's just try and do a different timing to before. Last time we went as the thing was sort of like going across, didn't we? Right. Oh, what is the timing on this? Hey, God, that was a bit of luck. Now there's bombs on the route. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Those two guys were just right on top of me, and I wasn't spoilt for time. Got a bit of a bigger distance this time, though. That's just a bit of luck. Please die, ninja. Oh yeah, it's done. Right, okay. Don't hit the blue bombs. You can actually, yeah, okay. What's that, Tom? You can actually buy an empty outer space crisp packet for the 1080s on eBay. Oh my word! People sell anything nowadays, don't they? Right, I think something's open below. Right, let's go back. Ah, now what? Okay, this looks maybe the right thing to do. And that's opened a door this way. Now we need to avoid this cat treat coming along the conveyor belt, because we're no cat. Jump again just in case, yes. And now that's changed the direction of whatever this white thing is. Right, okay. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Right, so now what's happening? Oh, actually, should I have gone across the bottom there? I'm not sure. Oh, actually, no, the gateway's opened in the middle, hasn't it, really? So that's fine, as long as I can get past this thing. Land on it? Yes, just about. Then we go up here, do we? We must do. We go up here. Don't hit the sword. Oh, this is tricky. Don't hit the swords. Oh, this is very tricky. Oh, man. Caravan. Oh, that's going to be my Achilles heel, that bit. You need to get off that thing going up and not hit the swords. Right, okay. Ow! Curses! Is that my last life? I've got one life left. Right, okay. Make it worth it, Nick. Okay, right. Come on, Bruce. Right, he's done that bit. But this is pretty much, because I'm not very good at these games, this is pretty much how far I've ever got, to be honest. There's another one of these things. Good. Let's got across that. Now, has something opened up the top? Maybe. Up we go here. This is like the right way forward. Good. My favourite crisps, I think, was in the school tuck shop when they were like tandoori crisps, I think. And there was Space Raiders of Ghosts, which is a great Spectrum game. Debatable. Right. Can I just drop on that ledge? I can do. Okay, right. Now, that seems quite a big distance to go. Hi, Dale. Hope you're doing well, sir, on this Monday evening. Stickle bricks, definitely. Right, now, let's see the trickiness of this. Oops, I'm going down. I don't want to go down. I want to go up. Come on, we don't want to hit those swords, Bruce. Keep going there. Does that go down? Oh, right. Now, we've got to try and manoeuvre through this mess and not hit the swords. Oh, this looks super tricky now. Or have I got away with it? He's done it! Now I've got to get down. I want to go down. Never say you've done it when you haven't. I wanted to go down and get that other lantern, but Perhaps you couldn't go down and get the other lantern. Quite a tricksy game, isn't it? This one, quite a tricksy game. I think I'll have one last quick go on the thing, and then we'll there. Actually, what I'll do is I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna review it anyway, maybe in a few weeks' time. But just to give you a direct comparison, I'm going to show you now what Bruce Lee RX is like. I wasn't planning to do it, but it could be quite fun. You can immediately see the difference between the two. So this has been remodded. It's by Alan Turvey and a few other people as well. See what you think. Right, there we go. So it gives you a title screen first of all. As I say, we will review this in a few weeks' time. So I'm already going off track. So we have Bruce Lee. This is Bruce Lee RX. I think it might have been 2019. I think music's slightly different. Right. Okay. I'm not quite sure with the controls. It's the same controls, I think. Let's have a look. OP. Yeah. Z and M. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. So enter to begin the game. So there we go. So what do you think? There's a lot more colour in there, isn't there? There's a lot more colour in there. I agree, Mark. See, Yamo is now green. So that's interesting to see. But the gameplay engine is exactly the same, but it's a much more fun game now with these additional bits on it. But yeah, it looks absolutely lovely, doesn't it? Very minor colour clash with Yamo, but not to a big degree. And I think there's a poke you can put in to turn that off if that's annoying you to a great degree. There is an in-game poke, I think, where you can turn Bruce Lee and put him in the yellow uniform he wore. He's iconic for. But yeah, good. Yeah, so this is unplanned, but you know, thought we'd have a look at it. It seemed like a good time to show it to you. Normally only live stream games we've reviewed first already, but you know, it's good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? Oops, got attacked by Yamo again. Oh, Yamo, stop it, Yamo. Maybe Yamo's a bit of a better fighter in this one. He's green. So the name Green Yamo is probably right now. I downloaded this from a website called Spectrum Computing, which I've downloaded quite a few from. It was free. I think I did it from there anyway. But yeah. So you could be playing this evening if you want to. If you want to. Right, okay, right. Get there. Right, that's the end of you, Yamo. So I hope you can remember what the screens look like on the original version, because we're going to be looking them on this one. Right, I think we've got all the lanterns, haven't we? Yeah, right. So drop down the hole. We know this. So there's lots of red in here when before there wasn't. I think all the graphics have been re-looked at. And before there's a better shading in the graphics blocks here too. I'll probably die in the same place again, but never mind. Right, okay, that gives me a couple of seconds. Down we go. Does Bruce move a bit quicker on this one, or is it just my imagination? Could be just my imagination. I do like it when games have been looked at again. It was mentioned in the comment section. Jetpack RX, done by the same people who have done this one, has been looked at. So I need to look at that as well. Although we won't be looking at this stream. Go Bruce, go Bruce. Yeah. So do you like the original best or this version here? Play the same, to be fair. But this looks jolly nice. Didn't get the timing right there. I was still bowled over by the magic of the sound. Right, after this one, we'll be looking at Planetoids, which is like an asteroids clone. Looked at Meteor Storm last week, which is probably my favourite clone. Planetoids is by Sinclair Research, a right early game in 1982. So they probably made it with in mind the actual game itself. Yeah, I knew I timed that wrong the moment I let go. Did. Right. Up and away. Hopefully. What was the timing before? I've forgotten in my short memory span. Right. I think we've got to wait for it to start going across, haven't we? And then we're there. Yeah, just about. Just about. We're lucky not to get done there. So the explosions, I think, might be a bit more interesting. Yet they are. Down we go. And the ninja has got hit by an explosion. That is a shame. Yeah, the explosions look a bit more meatier there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just keep jumping over the bombs and you should be fine. in the game, not in real life, right? Disclaimer. Get that one there. I think I can remember what to do from last time. Before it was going over a red conveyor belt. Before it was like a white cat treat. Now it's a bit more electricity going on. Boof. Changes direction. Here it comes. Do a jump when you think it's going to come across, and that's that there. Right, now back up here. That's what we did last time. Boom. Okay, there's that thing coming across. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, I knew that was wrong straight away. That was a cheap life to lose. Just about got on there. And there's the tricky bit from last time. Right, so life saved then. So life saved that time. So we was one down, then we sort of like one up. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Gary. I think Yamo does have to be tested, but they don't seem to be bothered with this stage. The Yamo and the Ninja don't fancy this one. I haven't heard of that one, Brian. Hemorrhoids. It sounds like something that would turn up as an Asteroids clone. Right, here we go again. Right, done that. Right. So it's round about the next screen where we died, didn't we, on the original version? Let's see if I'm equally as what's the name on this version, which I probably am. Right. Down to that ledge. I remember how to do that. We can make this jump quite easily. Now this is when it starts getting a bit tricky. Right, now this is where I was last time. Now don't go down. Don't worry about that lantern, Nick. Just keep going up. I think up's the way to go, and then this will be the furthest I've ever got in the game. Right, I've never got here before. Oh, oh, I've blown up. They've turned up again. Yamo and his sidekick, the ninja. They don't seem to be too clever with those bombs. Mind you, he just walked through that one. Go. So I'm doing better on the remake than I am on the original game. Hooray! Okay. Lanterns each side again. That seems fairly straightforward, that one. How did they get over the other side? We're going to have to take out these guys. Right, they're gone. Drop down. Good. Keep an eye on the time, Nick, or else you're not going to get through with these games. But this one's pretty good fun, isn't it, really? I can always cut back on Twinz on the end if we fall a bit short. Hang on a minute. This looks very familiar. We've been here before, haven't we? We're going round in circles. I think I might have gone the wrong way then. I think I've gone the wrong way. What's happened here? I didn't expect it to go back round to here. Maybe that's supposed to happen. Oh, Yamo's trying to commit suicide there by jumping onto swords. Go, Yamo! Oh, God. He must have felt that on his old legs, jumping from that sort of distance. I think that's going to work. Right. We've got to do the whole thing again, have we? Oh, man. Caravan. Down we go. So thank you, Julie, for your super chat. Thank you very much. Oh, it's game over. It's game over. Thank you. Right. Okay. So let's. We went a bit off piece there, but I thought it'd be interesting to show you that game, so you know how the evolutions have gone along. Let's get back on track now with a bit of Planetoids. It's an Asteroids clone, as I say, by Sinclair Research in 1982. All the normal controls are there that you'd imagine, like thrust and hyperspace. My preference, because of the sound, has to be for Meteoroids, which come out, or Meteor Storm, which come out round about the same time. Meteoroids is a different game, really. Planetoids, right, there it is. Right, you might have a favourite version, but Meteor Storm for me. But this isn't too bad. So, space is fire, enter is thrust, H is hyperspace. Right, here we go. Right, so it looks quite gentle. There's a star field on this one, which Meteor Storm didn't have. You can thrust like that, and I've just thrust into a Meteor Storm, so it moves quite slow. Let's do a hyperspace, and that takes you to a random bit of the screen. But most of the time, it's more trouble. It's more trouble than it's worth. But thrust doesn't go too far. You press fire and then press it again. I think it will stop. Oh man, see, I'm just trying to show you all the controls and going, but. The ship is quite cool in the middle there. It doesn't use vectors, or doesn't try and make it look like it's using vectors. The asteroids are a little bit small. I'll be interested to see if it goes a bit quicker later on. I can't quite remember. But I'm guessing it's programmed in BASIC 1982. And it can't fire across the whole of the screen, this ship. Like asteroids, you could fire all the way across. Now, take avoiding action if aliens turn up. And I've died already, so that's pretty much how the game plays, really. As a kid, I wouldn't have been too disappointed, but you know, there are better games out there. Right, it says C to commence. Why isn't it letting me commence? Right, it's letting me commence now. Thank you. It lets you commence, but in its own time. Oh, look, that's going really. you won't see a slower death out there than that. They had about a fortnight to get out of the way, that crew, and they didn't. Right, get out of here. Oh, man. Maybe it's a little bit difficult than you know. Now you mention it, Nick, Thrust was a great game for the Commodore 64. I'm not sure it was on the ZX Spectrum. Thanks, Smithers. I'll have to check that out. Some just come out on one system, didn't they, really? Right, Nick. Right, try and get a bit better at this game. So, yeah, Bruce Lee RX 8 into a bit of the time we was going to go on this one, so we might not spend a great deal of time here before we come to a game that was, well, it was a classic on the Commodore Amiga, wasn't really widely known on the ZX Spectrum, a bit of a late release. It's SWIV from 1991. Right, okay. Now, you can control on SWIV, it's 2 players, but I'm the only player here. Normally, player 1 control. It's a vertical scroller SWIV. Normally, you control. Player 1 controls is a helicopter, and player 2 control a jeep. There you go. It's a lot of fun in 2-player, but we'll see how it plays in 1 player, just so you get a bit of an idea. And the Amiga version, of course, just scrolls forever. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Thanks, Martin. I mean, it's quite basic, isn't it? Really. If someone had this like was left in an office and said, "Look, we need you to do an asteroids clone," and by the end of the day they come out on this, it would be regarded as an asteroids clone, but it isn't the most advanced of games, that's for sure. But 1982, Sinclair Research, in 1982, you're looking at games like Through the Wall, Horace and the Hungry Horace. So it was all very basic back then. It was only 1983 that sort of breakthrough. You got like games like Manic Miner hitting the shore. I haven't said that though. I don't know what era, on the top of my head, what year Puss come out. P-S-S-T. That might be 1983 as well. I don't think it's as early as 82. Right. But it's a bit slow, this, isn't it? Really, it's a bit slow. It's nice and gentle. Do check out my review of Meteor Storm. If you haven't already, it's quite a while ago I reviewed that. It might be a revisited one that we did. But that for me is that's the ultimate one, or the definitive one. Also come out on the version of Asteroids come out on the Atari 2600. It's got very flickery graphics on that one. Go! Don't blow up an asteroid right outside the cockpit. That's what I've learned. Off we go. So you can hyperspace out the way, but quite often that'll put you into trouble. Interesting sounds on this one, isn't it, really? Did any of you have this one back in the day? I think there's Meteoroids as well, as another sort of like one. Yeah, but the best version I've sort of like played is on the Amiga, and it's like Cabaret Asteroids. Don't know where they got the Cabaret from, but yeah, it plays a lot like the original. a lot of the draw from asteroids was the music, a bit like Jaws, wasn't it? Dun 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 dun. That gradually sped up, and that sort of like added a bit to the atmosphere. This one's slightly lacking atmosphere, but it's giving you a version of asteroids anyway, isn't it? Really. Right. Whoa. Oh, he's exploded. Right. I think my favourite game so far is quite early in the stream. Although we're already an hour in. How did that happen? It is quite early on the stream, but I think my favourite one so far at the 4 is Bruce Lee, I guess. And then, well, Bruce Lee RX. Let's lump those two. Let's lump those two together. Ow. But yeah, the Pyramid was quite cool as well. Enduro, I thought it was interesting to see that one, but as I say, it's wasn't as good as the original system it came out on, I don't think. Right, what's this UFO doing? It's getting on my nerves. How? You know the Starship Enterprise, they try and make friends with it first of all. This one's just attacking it. It's very... Oh, there we go. See you later, UFO person. They probably had lots of secrets that we could have learnt from, but we've just blown them up. Such as the human race is. They sort of like return the compliment. So just a very, very, very quick look on Planetoids, because I think pretty much you've seen as much as you maybe want to see on that game. There's only one Enduro. Yeah, you're quite right, Steve. I would probably agree with that one. Martin, you love to feel the early 80s games, but see how Ultimate made such an impact. Yeah, Ultimate was sort of like there at the time. There's Cookie, which I haven't done on a live stream, Gunfry, Attic Attack, Pust. It goes on, doesn't it? There's quite a lot of good games. Very, very tricky games, some of them. Jetpack, Lunar Jetman is held in high regard, but I never really quite got on with that one because of the difficulty level there. Yeah. I blew up the ship and then got killed by that's what happens in 8-bit land SQ ROMs. So it's not an exact science, is it really? But there we go. That's something for Sinclair Research to answer if they're still about. Now I think I need to put this on because we're going to look at Silkworm 4. Now bear with me because sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't because it's 128k and sometimes my thing doesn't want to know about it, but we'll try it anyway. It's Silkworm it's SWIV actually. Silkworm was the original game. This is from Storm Software in 1991, so quite a late release, and sort of like time where the Spectrum was really trying to punch above its weight against the 16-bit sort of like systems really. Right, please load. You never know, it's in the balance. Well, it's doing the music, that's good. Sometimes it crashes a bit later on. So what do I want to do? I want to do it on keys. Nice and gentle music there. Oops, it's gone off. I didn't want that to happen. Right, that's that. It's quite odd this. Normally I like O and P left and right, but it's O and Enter because I'm not on joystick. Right. We don't want to play the tape. We don't want to go through that. Good, right, it's got for that. Area 1. Right, so Silkworm. I might have to put a cheat on it. Ooh, it is juddering around the place at the moment. I don't know if that's doing it where you are, but for me it's juddering a bit. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. If it judders too much, we'll get out of here. But you know, so it's not the stream this time; it's the actual emulator. Because it does try to struggle with this game. I always have a few reserve games just in case. Right, so just survive now. It's if there's a second player here, they'll be controlling the Jeep, but they're not there, the lazy person. This player 2 very rarely does turn up. But yeah, I mean, if quite a lot of people wouldn't have known this come out on the ZX Spectrum. Not sure if it hit the Commodore 64 or not. Right, okay, just drive through the middle. Right, I'm not dying as quickly as I normally do. That's good. You're talking about crisp packets here. It does feel like whenever he blows up, someone's letting go a crisp packet. Take that out. Oh man, it does keep freezing. It does keep freezing. But at least I'm giving you the essence of this. I was trying it a bit early on, and it was debatable whether it'll actually load up at all. But it's sort of like loading. I've tried different emulations to try and get it going. This seems like the best so far. It's like yellow shooting against a yellow background, but it's not as crazy as Flying Fox would be. It's easier to see the stuff there. And I think it just keeps going on as a continuous level forever. I think you can get power-ups every now and again, I think. Right. But the spectrum is limited here, so sometimes you can just fly past these things, and they're not going to fire sideways at you. But it's all about getting the extra points, I suppose, against this unknown alien. I'm glad it's coming across as smooth, Mad Commodore. Then perhaps it's just my side. Good. Right, but yeah, two-player games is quite amazing. My preference is for well, my favourite one is Silkworm on the Commodore Amiga, really, the horizontal scrolling one. But it's doing a lot this with 128K. The music is good at the start there. One of the best yellow shooters. Thanks, Gambio. Yeah, I think I have a poke for this. I haven't put it in yet. Maybe I'll put that in for Infinite Lives if we get a bit stuck. But I'm not doing too bad compared to normal. Right, kaboom! Yeah, I think I reviewed this, but I think I probably reviewed it about 6 or 7 years ago, so a long time ago. So maybe it's due a revisit. I just keep hoping to get power-ups here, but I don't seem to be coming into them. All right, now at least we kick one of these. This is a mid-level boss, which you might remember from other versions. As soon as you give it enough clobber, I don't think you can blow it up. It will just disappear, and you'll see it again, I think, at the end. Right, just disappear, sir. Disappear. Light Force is a good shooter. The main ship you control though in Light Force is a bit weird, isn't it? It's like a big sewing machine. So that could have been a bit better. But yeah, odd stuff. But yeah, it is a good game. They really good use of colour as well on Light Force, isn't it? They've blocked it in well. No colour bleed. This one they've gone from monochrome. I guess they might have had to have done that. I guess with the amount of stuff that's going on at the same time. Right. Kaboom, kaboom. So yeah, we will be looking at a classic after this one, which we looked at briefly before. I think we just looked at it on a 360p stream though. So we'll see it in full HD for what it's worth. It'd be Lode Runner, which generally I managed to get to about the first or second screen. Hooray for me! Right, okay, kaboom. Right, so the next, if you're interested, the next recorded video can go up on the channel. Will be on Wednesday, be a ZX Spectrum game. Members of the channel already know what they are going to be because that's one of the perks there. So check that out if you want to support the channel or want to have a look at it. Now I will put the a poke on now to get a little bit further, and then we'll get out of here. Now sometimes I get a little bit stick for using pokes, but this game isn't a complete walkthrough. It's all about having a bit of fun. It's just a back file really, so we can have a chat and de-stress. So it's not like I'm trying to complete the game legitimately. It's just, well, it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? It's all a bit of fun, but I do get unnecessarily, I think, lots of stick from people that don't really understand the channel. But anyway, it's just a poke to see a bit more of the game and do a bit more silly jazz. Good music on this. Good music. Let's just put anything in. Question mark, question mark. I could be Doctor Who with that. Yeah, and Martin, it's a good game. It's a good game to track down. I don't know if the poke's going to work or not, but we'll soon see. I won't do the whole game because that make a bit more of a mockery on it, but I'll just try and get through the first stage this time. Right, Infinite Lives might be in. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We'll soon find out. Or unless I don't die at all, he says, as that thing comes towards me. Yeah. Shooters weren't my favourite genre on the Spectrum, it has to be said, but there were a few. I mean, I did play Flying Fox a little bit back in the day. I think I didn't have the original copy, I don't think. I think I had I think a school friend might have lent me a copy of that one. Just loot Bruce Lee RX. Well, good. Yeah, I mean, that's the take-home, I think, of the stream. Track down Bruce Lee RX, I think. Yeah, good one. Have a play of Bruce Lee, the original one, first of all. Gives you a bit more of appreciation of what they've done there. But yeah, we'll be reviewing that at some point, no doubt, as well as Jetpack RX, which was mentioned also. So a bit of a mod over the original game. Yeah, the emulator is skipping frames. I thought it was Mad Commodore. So yeah, we might not go to the full end stage. I didn't know if it's just me or yourself, but it is struggling with it a little bit. Early on, it wouldn't work at all, but it's giving you a bit of an essence. So we'll just shoulder on. I've tried it on all different settings: ZX Spectrum 128K, +2, +3, but it's having a bit of difficulty. Now, recently, as we know, there's recently been an update on my computer from Windows 10. I don't know what it did, so maybe that's something to do with it as well. But I can't blame Windows 10 for absolutely everything, although I would like to. Don't know how long this stage. Actually, I say to get to the end of stage 1, but it just goes on. It just goes on forever, doesn't it? Really. Right. Shoot, 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 shoot. You're doing well with that sort of lag. Thanks, Mad Commodore. Yeah, I mean, every so often, I think every 5 seconds, it might lose a few frames. Yeah, there we go. You saw it. You saw it there again as well. Yeah, it's doing it more often now that we met. It's doing it a lot. I think we might have to come out of here. But at least I showed you a little bit what it is. Well, so it is a good use of the AY sound chip, Gum Joe. I agree with you there. Right. Okay. We'll just go a little bit longer. If it does it a few times, we'll load up Lode Runner. I've always got Twinz at the end to fill up a bit of time if we've got a bit of time left over. So you never find out what enemy you're fighting here, are you? Unless there's a backstory I don't know about. Oh, see, so the poke wasn't working, so maybe that was a little bit serendipitous. It was meant to do. Right, okay, it does end. Thanks, Avenging Lettuce. It's good to know that it does end at some point. Julie, you're blaming Windows 10 for the lack of video caps. Oh, no. Okay, that's okay, no problem. Thanks, Dale. Appreciated, sir. Really appreciated on a bit of a quiet evening, so thank you very much. That does give me confidence and help me going. Really appreciated, Dale. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go on to Lode Runner then, because that one seems to be struggling a little bit. So we might do more than the 8 games today. We'll see how we go. Well, we're always going to do more because we did the Bruce Lee, didn't we? Did the Bruce Lee one? Okay, right, Lode Runner. I'm sure I've got it here somewhere. Right, now if you had this one back in the day, you'll be zipping through with great aplomb. Good as the event list updates. Let's just check the controls. Well, I've got an infinite lives poke for this one as well. But let's try and do it properly. I think you can redefine the keys on this one, and you can do, which is well, handy. Right, so I don't know why they just didn't default to QAOP on everything, really. I suppose it's different if you're left-handed, I guess. They might have done it for that. Right, left is O, right is P, Q is A, down is... There we go. Right, yes, that's all right with me. That's all right with me. Never played this one on any system, Mad Commodore. Well, there we go. I'll show you a bit on what it's like. It's quite addictive. You're a stick man. You must collect the gold coins without hitting into any of the other people. The enemy, of course. And you can hit holes in the floor to try and trap them, but don't get trapped yourself, right? So I'm that white stick man there. Then the magenta ones will come directly after you. This isn't looking good at all. So immediately I'm trapped. So that's gone super bad. That's gone super bad. I didn't have much chance there. That was darned unlucky. Right, let's get moving. Right, they've dropped down there. Right, so you can see the idea in it. We've got to get all these yellow bits and don't get hit by that mob. Now, this is a rope swing. We can go there. As soon as you've got the last one... Now, I need to lure them. I need to lure them over here, perhaps. They will directly come towards you. I'm going to get trapped again, am I? Whee! Right, there we go. That's a good jump. And there's the exit there. So if we lure these people... Actually, we could probably make that. There we go. So you get all the gold bits. And there we go. I think the versions are quite similar, Mad Commodore. I think they are. Yeah. Oh, Rossi, you found a good version on the PC Engine. That might... Yeah, definitely worth a go, I would say. Definitely worth a go. Now, very rarely do I get off stage 2. That's how good I am at this game. Oops, that was close. It's that block that's encased on the bottom left there. I tend to have a problem with. You need to have some sort of like skills. Whoops, no. Yeah, I'm gonna get trapped again if I don't watch it. Right, good. Right, away we go. I'll save that bit for last down there. 1, 2, right, okay, now it could all go hideously wrong now, especially if they attack me from each side. Yeah. Yeah, see. Oh no, I knew it'd go wrong. Let's try that one first this time then. Let's try this one first. Lode Runner. It's got loads and loads and loads of stages on this over 2 sides of the tape. The first time I reviewed this, I loaded tape, the second side in error, and I just thought the game was way too difficult. And then I did a revisited on it because someone told me that, and I hated the game, and then I liked it. Oh man, right, I've sort of like worked out what to do here. It's this bit where it all goes hideously wrong. See, look. Boom. Oh man, it's Newbie City here. It's Newbie City, which is probably the football team I would run. Right, now let's see if we can maybe fluke a win from the jaws of defeat here. But it moves really well, doesn't it? This one, you can't really argue with it. Yeah, so you do a hole, they'll fall down it, but really I wanted to do 2 holes. Oh, I'm never going to do this in a million years. So I can see this game is brilliant, but it frustrated me because I could never quite work out what to do. But it is quite basic. You won't get too much nearer newbie gameplay than this one, I would say. But I do like a good stickman game. Unless it's hangman and I'm the one being hanged. Then that's no fun. Right. This is how to do this. You drop down there. And then drop down there, right? And that's... Cool, just about got away with that. That's good. Right, so I've got the hardest bit now, but still quite a lot of stuff to get. Right, now's the bit where I quite often get trapped by these guys. Oh, it's ended the stage already, matter of getting to the ladder. Well, that's an advantage, because I never would have got there. I never would have got there. Awesome graphics. Right, stage 3. Good. Well, at least I got here. Hooray. Right, yeah. It's all about luring the guys to one bit of the screen, because they do home in on you, and then you could sort of like do what you want, really. As soon as they get separated, like that guy's now doing, the nincompoopin', then it starts getting a bit awkward. Let's get up here. We can get up there. No, we can't. Oh. That tricks him. I've given him the slip. Down we go. Well, this is going to be okay, isn't it? Oh, now it's making me get to the ladder. Well, make your mind up. At least there's not a timer ticking down, eh? Come on, lads. All get behind. Oh, why is he going that way for? Go this way, and then I can get up to the top. Right, go for it, Nick. Go for it. Super speed. Just get across the... Oh, it's going to be a race, is it? Come on, I think we've got them here. Fall down there. Up the ladder we go. Now, I think there is a level designer for this one, if you are into that sort of thing. Oh, yeah, this looks familiar. This looks very familiar. So, Lode Runner by Software Projects in 1984, if you're interested in tracking this one down. Oh, we got up at the wrong time. A bit like, I suppose, a bit like Horace and the Spiders, that bit, where you knock a bit of the web and they come cascading through, yeah. Time's moving super fast, isn't it, today? Super duper ooper fast. Right, let's get up here. There we go. Right, now this is helping me a little bit because I'm trying to stop watching EastEnders. It's been on 3 times. It's a soap in the UK that has been off because of COVID and recently come back on. It's recently come back on this week. I haven't watched any episodes yet, and I think it's on in 7:30. So I need to avoid watching that, and I will do because I'll be talking to you. Good. Ow. It's like Kiss Chase this with 3 magenta blokes. If you've ever played Kiss Chase with 3 magenta blokes, then comment in the comment section below. Right, okay. Yeah, Running Man's a good film, 790. Yeah, it's good. Who coded Specky Lode Runner? It says here Software Projects in 1984, but I don't know the individual that coded it. Sorry about that. Right, okay. But it's good going, isn't it? It's good going. It's quite an addictive game. It's quite a simple game. Right, I seem to be making some progress now. Need to run over the top, I think, here. That's it. It's got those two. One left, and it's down the bottom. And those guys don't seem to want to come up here. I'm going to have to try and tempt them. Come on, lads, this way. Oh, God. There's one at the end there. It's proving a bit of a pain. Well, it's coming across now. Oh, they've taken the gold thing. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's all the gold's gone? Where's it gone? Oh, there's one. Oh, that confused me. Oh, that was unfair. They made it disappear and reappear. I think that was bad. I think that was bad play. I think they're cheating. I think they was cheating there. This level is like 2020 did a loft conversion. Okay. Right. Right, I'll get this one first this time, but that's where it went wrong before. Got away with it. Oh, I haven't got away with it because they left that bit of gold there again. Right, let's see if we can give them the slip. Oh. Oh, no. Why are they leaving more bits of gold behind? These magenta guys are starting to annoy me a little bit. Nick, why are you calling the cheese? Is it cheese? I thought it was gold. I mean, I just figured, why would you be risking your life for cheese? I'd say gold, but you know, perhaps it might go a bit mouldy. Let's have a go. Have a go on this. Come on, Nick. See, oh, that's it. It said it had one of the options there before I got rid of it was edit screen. So you can edit the screens then. You can get rid of it if you want to. Right, away we go. If you're watching this and you're enjoying it and you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing because that does help. I think the channel always runs a little bit low in the algorithm, I think, for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's punishing me for doing so much work. Right, over you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it might be just my imagination, though. You do get a bit of paranoia when you do this sort of thing. Right, let's collect some cheese. Right, he's fallen down there. Good. Up we go there. 4 guys. Un magenta. We're sitting in their cheese. Then presumably they work in a cheese shop of some description. And taking offence to us doing all sorts of stuff. So they drop other bits. Right. Oh my god. That sounded a bit like it was going to go to that Puppy Power Scrappy Doo. Oh, right, okay, I thought I was going to go a bit wrong then. Stage 1 done. You have to keep an eye on them as they pick the gold up before you do so. Yeah. Thanks, Stuart. Cheese is gold to some people. Thanks, Dale. I suppose it is. You get some quite expensive cheese, can't you? You get your cheese connoisseurs. Right, what did I do before? Right, that bit, that bit, that bit. Right. Oh, that's not fair. Ooh, just about got away with that. Good. There's the 4th guy now. Oh, cool. I thought he was going to run right into me there. He's just dropped from the sky like the Starman, David Bowie. There's a Starman. Da, 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 da. We won't sing that song again. There's not a David Bowie game, is there, on the ZX Spectrum? I don't think so. Ooh, it's like the sound of death. It is brie you're looking for. Yeah, it could be. Oh, I fancy a pizza now. Cheese is one of the biggest addictions for humans worldwide. Yeah, I think that's where Prince and Michael Jackson went wrong, didn't they? And Mark Bolan. They was too busy having lots of cheese. Mind you, it's quite strong, isn't it, some of that cheese? Oh, I really fancy some cheese now. You guys. There's some lovely hampers on Amazon with cheese hampers. Now I can't get cheese out of my mind now. It's like that Kylie Minogue song. I can't get cheese out of my head. I can't get cheese out of my head. Is that how the song went? I don't think it was about cheese, was it? It's about something else maybe. Oh, now Gumdio's put an emoji of cheese up now. It's getting worse. The moon is made of cheese, I've been told by, well, Patrick Moore before he died. It's the last thing he said to me. He said, Nick, on his last breath, the moon is made out of cheese. I thought, right, that must be true then, if he's taken that time to tell me that. Right, we've got it. Good. Up we go. Why does that fourth man turn up? That fourth man is not wanted. Not wanted by the cheese shop. Ooh. Ow. I thought he was going up the ladder and he immediately... Bit of a colour clash with those stick men, but it's more than acceptable. It's more than acceptable. David Bowie did have something to do with some game or other. Thanks, Neil. What game was that? That's something for someone. Was there a game... I can only think, was there a game of Labyrinth, maybe? Is that something he got invited on? Maybe Spiders from Mars, maybe they used that. Sort of thing they might have had a look at. The nearest to Spiders from Mars that I can see, that I know of, is Lunar Crabs from a Planet on Saturn. Lunar Crabs by Micromedia, who gave us... what did they give us? They gave us... they gave us crabs. No, they gave us Death Chase. That was it. That's what I was trying to think of. They gave us Death Chase. Omitron. Oh goodness, I'm in trouble. Oh goodness gracious me. Right. Lode Runner. Not to be mixed up with the Running Man or Road Runner, which rhymes. Or Stun Runner. Well, that was an awful game, wasn't it? Stun Runner. I don't know if you've seen that one. That weren't a good game. Right, but yeah, I think it was bad on everything, Stun Runner. It was an arcade conversion. On the Amiga, it was hopelessly slow. It was trying to use, on the Amiga version at least, it was trying to use polygons. Oh, that was just stupid. I had them at my mercy then. Cheese and tomato on toast is nice. Yeah, Tom, it is good. I'm hungry as well, Gerard. Where's the food dispenser in my setup? I need to get some kind of crazy food dispenser. I really do. I really do. Right, what we'll do is we will play a game that I reviewed on... It's a homebrew. I reviewed it on the 48K, but I couldn't get it to work on the 128K. It's called Parsec, and I'm going to have another go to see if I can get it to work on the 128K Z Spectrum, because it's quite quiet, but there might be some speech that you can hear on that, if indeed I can find it. There we go. See, I even put it back on the right camera this time. Now, I'm not sure this is going to work or not, but it's got gorgeous graphics on it. It's converted from a game, I think 82, 83, from Texas Instruments. So, you know, my knowledge of those sort of computers are quite low. You might hear a telephone ringing. It's not your telephone. It'll be this. Right, controls. Define keys, yes please. Up Q, we know where we're going to. Down A. Left O, right is P, fire is there. Thanks, Neil. Thank you very much for that super chat. Thank you. So thank you for the 3 people there. Dow, Julie, and Neil. You are superstars. Thank you very much. Thank you. Press key for pause, F. Right. And now we can go into Parsec. Okay. Now, I don't know if this was converted to anything else, but as I say, the original game was Texas Instruments, so we are getting pretty retro now. Okay, so 2, Parsec, that's what we want. Yeah, very quiet speech. I don't know if you was able to hear that or not, but very, very, very quiet. Right, okay. Oh, look, I think there's something wrong with the 128 King. It is like freezing a little bit as well. Right, but we'll be okay. There's always something that happens. Let's get back with the thrusts. Now, you can change the speed of it. You see there's lift 3 there in the bottom middle. I can change that to lift 2 or lift 1 to make the ship go slower, but I don't really want to make it to go slower than it really is. There's a little bit of inertia with the ship going backward and forwards, so it's not me being rubbish. And there's an enemy there. Just keep going up and down with that one. But what's cool about this, I like the multi-star. Oops, there's the multi-star background, also with different colours. But I like the ground that we're going past. Right, we've got to hit these enemies twice, I think, on these ones. Ah, well done, Mad Commodore. So you had the original one. That's good. How does it compare? How does it compare? The gun does overheat if you use it a bit too much. There we go. Brilliant. Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Martin. It all adds up. So thank you for that. Really appreciated. So it's super retro, isn't it? This one. Super retro. Whoa. Right, so just sometimes they come on the screen on the left-hand side. Let's take these out. Right, there's another wave coming forward. So I try and mix the games up a little bit there, so we can see a big range of stuff. I only looked at one driving game this time, which is Enduro, or was it an insect game? We looked at a few shooters. I think my favourite one was SWIV was okay, but I think my favourite one for inventiveness, as we shoot these pork pies, is probably the pyramid. The pyramid. It just makes me want to play some other games with Ziggy in. Right, don't get hit by these pork pies coming at you the other way. Oh, that was close. Oh, I got hit by a green pork pie, which was probably hopelessly out of date, wasn't it? Really? Right. Whoop. Right, okay. Good, that was a bit risky, Nick. Try and get it purple. Whoops. Oh, man. There's a tactic with this, which I'm still trying to acquire. That's it. Maybe let them all come down first, maybe. Oh. It's not as fun as the original, you're saying there, Mad Commodore? Okie doke. Okie dokie. How far did you get on it? I mean, quite often I think it's been said, like in the case of Enduro, the game's never going to be as good as the original system you played it on, is it really? Oh look, I died quite quickly. On some games, especially the 128k, it does seem to be stuttering a little bit today. It was making it a little bit tricky. Thanks, Stuart. Ooh, right, okay. Taking it down. Normally it's a bit smoother. It is a bit smoother than this when I played it. It's a lot smoother than this when I played it, when I reviewed it, of course. You want to check out that review. I think it's that the computer's trying to do a lot of things, and there might be conflicts. There's the camera, the streaming software as well. But yeah, not normally to this degree. So I think that might be adding a degree to it. But we still get a bit of an essence of what it's like. I mean, 48k stuff has been going without a hitch a bit later on. Maybe after this go, I'll load it in 48k, see if there's going to be a difference. It'll take out the speech. I think the speech is a little bit quieter anyway. Yeah, it's a bit hard not to crash in this one. You're quite right. It's because of the inertia on the ship going forward and backwards. Right, okay, and if you get to a certain stage, I did it in the review, the background will change, well, from yellow to red. I think, or is it green? Answer the phone, someone. No, it's not the phone, it's just this ship. Whoa. There we go. Right, let's take this on here. Oh, my PC. Thanks, you. I only just got that. I glance at the comments when I can do. My PC is okay. I don't think it's on the verge of crashing, unless Windows. Mind you, I haven't said that. There's a few things that's happened since that Windows update, I think. But anyway, we're still here. Three wheels on our wagon. I mean, the Speedball 2 stream didn't hover at all on Thursday. It might be this particular emulator's having a bit of bother with whatever it's had in the background, maybe. We'll soon find out tomorrow, won't we? If it's just 128k or the 48k maybe. Right. Let's get past the pork pies. Just a green one left. Yellow one left. That's it. Oops. Right, there's a blue one there. Oh, I thought we'd had it then. Right, okay. Now there's a ship again. The main guy. Needs a few more shots than last time. I think there's about 3 of them. Oh no, and I thought we were going good then. Yeah, I didn't know much about the Texas Instruments games back in the day. Yeah, crazy stuff. I got hit by a photon missile, and that could really ruin your day, I think, most times. Oh, I thought I'd done them all then, not another one. That's it. And we're going to a different section. Oh, it's an asteroid belt. Right, okay, let's move through here. We can shoot the asteroids, which will help a little bit. We can't crash into the scenery. Oh, Right, now it's gone green. I thought it went red. It goes green. Right, at least I've done that. Yeah. Whoa. Right, okay. Oh, it's kabooted. We shot all the pies. Who shot all the pies? Who shot all the pies? Thanks, Rosie. Thank you. Yeah, let's have a look on this on 48K. Sorry about that. I just want to see if that it got a bit better near the end, but let's just see if that's just indicative, because I might have to look at it if a Windows 10 has done something. Right. Okay. Oakley dokley do. Windows 10, eh? Who invented that? Microsoft. That's who. Those crazy fools. Right. So define keys. Let's see if it goes a bit smoother this time. Up, down, P, pulse D. Right. Let's see if it hovers again. Yeah, it's still pausing ever so slightly, isn't it? Really? Yeah. Oh dear. Another day having to look at stuff. Man. Is it? Whenever I have problems with Windows 10, people mention Linux and stuff like that. Is that something easy to set up, or Linux? How do you pronounce it? Linux or Linux? Woo. Ooh. What other games are converted from text and instrument ones that I can maybe have a look at? I mean, it might just be as simple as there's a conflict between the. I mean, it's working mainly okay. It might just be a conflict between the broadcast software and the emulator itself, maybe. Whoa. Right, okay, so after this one, we will be playing Twinz. Twinz. I might have to look at a T199. Oh, do they exist? I suppose they do, don't they? Everything sort of like exists. I've been trying to look at a PlayStation 1 emulator, because what I want to do on the stream is well, emulate PlayStation 1 stuff. I did try one and it was a bit blurry. I did try my PlayStation 4, capturing the window from that. It was a bit blurry again. It was sort of okay, but I don't know what you'd think. Are most streams blurry? I think as well, doing a bit of research, that when you upload to YouTube, it re-encodes it again, and sometimes they lose a bit of quality, so that might be a reason for the blur. I'm told on Switch it doesn't actually, on Twitch, it doesn't actually do that, so it might be better if I get a Twitch account, do the PlayStation stuff on there, and then just do a link saying, look, we're Twitching tonight. Was that something that you'll be into? Let me know, yay or nay, but I'm not sure how the dynamics of that would actually work. So yeah, I mean, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 4, sort of like works, but a bit of blurring. I haven't tried it on Twitch, but it could be perfect on there, because I've got the upload speed. It's just how it's been encoded the other side, really. Nick, have you seen Daley Thompson Olympics on the Amiga? I haven't reviewed it. I've seen it. I've looked at it briefly on. I haven't reviewed it on the Spectrum. It seemed a bit different. Is it any good on the Amiga? Yeah. Thanks, Rossi. Thanks, Mad Commodore. That's interesting, because I'm always looking at it. It is going smooth now, Mad Commodore. Perhaps it just... Oh, having said that, it just done something, didn't it, really? Boom. Right, there we go. Just the odd game, really. It might be even the case. It might be even the case that maybe my... it might be something else entirely. It might be my virus thing is upgrading in the background or something. That can sometimes throw it off. So it might be something as straightforward as that. I haven't done it before. Perhaps before I do this stream, I haven't even thought about it before. I should turn off my virus protection and everything else that might upgrade. Is there like airplane mode you can do for the computer? Right. Okay. So let's have a bit of fun then. So we've started a few games there, haven't we? Really. Evening user details. So let's have a bit of a picture matching game now. And have a go at Twinz, because there's great music on Twinz, so let me know if it's a bit too loud. But it is all about matching up pictures. It is. Okay, right. So we're zipping through them today. Thanks again for the super chats that come in from Martin, Neil, Dow, and Julie. Thank you to people that previously sent me a Ko-Fi as well. You see the link there down the bottom. If you do a Ko-Fi live in the stream, it will do an alert, and I'll send you a thank you on Twitter as well. If anyone becomes a member during the stream, which has happened a couple of times, an 8-bit Michael Jackson from Smooth Criminal does a little dance. So that's a thing to be seen. But let's have a look at Twinz. As I say all the time when I mention that, don't worry. All the games will always be free to look at, all the reviews there. It's easing your stress. That is the main thing. Okay, good stuff. Right, Twinz. Twinz. It's here somewhere. It's nothing to do with Danny DeVito or Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now that's loaded up. Oh, it's loaded. Right. Okay, so that's going a bit wrong already. Right. Anyway, so it's going a bit silly. Right. I've turned off the emulator and I'm gonna reload it, but it wouldn't be an Njenkin live stream if there wasn't some technical problem at some point. Right. Oh man, don't do this to me. Let's do 128k. Load it. There's a gremlin in the works, isn't there, today? That is for sure. Right. Duh. Space part of it. Right. Right, that seems to have solved it, folks. Great music. Probably the best music on a Spectrum game I know of, really. Mad tunes. You're right there, Neil. Play game. Right, so, it's the end of the day, it's Monday, my brain's frazzled. Been a few technical problems that we got round, but now we've got to match up pictures. That's the last thing you want to be doing. 60? Oh, no. So you'll probably see these a lot before I see them. Oh, man. Where was that? That was here, wasn't it? No. Where was that? Oh, Nicky. That was there, was it? Yes, that's one. No, oh, yeah. Right, okay. How annoying is this game, right? The controls aren't precise as well. That's that there. Right, I'm doing well, aren't I? Groovy music. 60. Where was that? Is that there? No. That's parking. Good. Right, you remembered that, Nicky. Parking. Where was that? It was there, wasn't it? Yes. That was that there? No. It was around here somewhere. There it was there. Right. I knew that. Do 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 do. I tend to forget stuff the moment I've seen it. Right, that's that there. I know where that is. That's there. Time's ticking down on the right, which you can see. We're still in the green. It starts off with road signs, and then it gets more and more difficult the further you go in. Right, right. It's like a crazy frog tune. You're right. It's a good game maybe to put in the background, and just listen to the music. Oh, I'm doing the wrong approach to this. Oh, Nicky. It's been a hard day. Right, that's one. Gets easier the more you've got, of course. Where was that? Oh, Nicky, come on. Get your brain into action. Right, there we go. This is like visiting someone in an old people's home that can't remember anything at all. At least I've got forewarning of what's going to happen. Right, that was a bit lucky. Right, that's that. Right, he's slowly getting there. That's there, wasn't it? Yeah. I think you should just focus on one at a time, Nick. I think that's what you should do. That's it, that's there. Good, he's getting it, he's getting it. Right, there we go. Four and 9, he's done it there. Good stuff. World Tour Racing on Jag CD looks awesome. Well, that'd be something interesting to look at. Hard day for you, Mad Commodore. Yes, it's a hard day. It's good to chill, isn't it, at the end of a Monday? It's all about easing stress. We're all good people here, and we come together and, you know, have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. There we go. Right, that's 2 sun bits there. Really good music. Have we added a version? I don't know, SQI. I don't know. Oh, let's get that purple. Oh, I know where that is. Let's match up these 2 blue bits there. Do do do. That's the moon crescent. That's a bit of luck. time for me to go. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Martin, for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Have a great evening, sir. A great evening. We'll be live streaming tomorrow from 7 till 9. All being well, that is for sure. That was up here, wasn't it? There we go. That's the blue planet. Purple one is about, no, where was it? Is purple one's there, right? Good. 2 bits of Saturn. So this is good brain training for you. That's a good bit of brain training. They were the same. Good. Where's that? That was up here, wasn't it? That one. Good. Good. It's getting a bit better. It's getting a bit better. He says that, and then he can't remember the last 4 off. So this is Twinz, if you want to track it down, by Sinclair User in 1991. So that's a magazine, isn't it? So I suppose that's a cover disc, or cover tape, as you should say. Would have been brilliant to get this as a cover tape. There were some real good ones out there, weren't there, really? I think Batty was given away as a cover tape eventually. Master Blaster, that was another good one. They've mixed these about a bit. That was down here somewhere. There we go, that's that there. Right, okay. That was down here with it. Yep, good. You've remembered that. Right, so top row almost done. Where was that? Man. Right, top row is done. That's it. I knew it was around there somewhere. So, you know, you could be made to look a bit of a silly... Oh, Metabolist. Now, Julie, I mean to review that. That's quite high up on the list to have a look at some point. Metabolist. I don't know anything about that game, although it's on the list to look at. That's all I know. Bit of a fluke there. Another fluke would be good. No, right. Time is ticking down a little bit. Not quite sure how many stages this has got on it, but it does get tricky with different things to remember. It is like a dance hit mega track. It is. Yeah. Is it one for me to look forward to? User details and Julie Metabolist. Is that something to look forward to? Should be quite good. Funky beats. Go we go. Oh look, now it's car symbols now. Right, okay, so if you know your car symbols, that'll probably help here. That is good. Okay, just 2 seconds there, just 2 seconds. Just got to pause and do something. Sorry, I've just got something I need to do. There we go. I think I've done it. Okay, good stuff. Back into the game. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a technical problem there, but we're back into the game. Where's yeah. Fiat. We can get 2 Fiats there. Right. Diddly. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Most people that come along are quite friendly, and we join in a bit of chat. So thank you there. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Right. I'm not doing. I'm running out of time. I got a bit sidetracked there. BMW, that's down here. Oops, I wasn't paying attention then. Let's get that paired up. Oh, I can't get on the 9. Oh God, I thought that was it, but that's it. That looks a bit like a chess piece. That what car badge is that? At least it isn't freezing anymore, 9 and 6, I think. Just 2 seconds here. Right. Okay, thank you. Thank you there. Just had a little bit of problem. I think someone's got more than one channel with similar names, but I just want to make it fun. There we go. Back in the room. Easily done. There we go again. Oh, time's running out a little bit here. Bomb, 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 bomb. Oh, game over. Yeah, sorry about that. I think there was someone coming with 2 usernames exactly the same, I think. They don't last long. They don't last long. Let's have another go at this. Maserati. Is it Maserati? Check out the music here. Let's go, go, go. Do. I think there's such good music in this. I think we'll play it again. But Sinclair user in 1991. well, technical problem, you know. Play game. Let's check out the old brain again. I think what we'll do is a bit of a wind down. What we'll do, we'll just to get us down as a nice bit of fun, we'll just squeeze one last game. We'll do a bit of Jet Set Willy. I know we've looked at it before, but we'll just wander around as a bit of a wind down there to say goodbye Monday, we done ya, and that's, well, we don't have to do another Monday till next week, do we really? Bomb, 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 bomb. Oh, that's Jet Set Willy 2. We want Jet Set Willy 1. We want the original. Well, might have to do Jet Set Willy 2, actually. Oh no, I've got it under JSW. What a wally. Now, I don't think we have to type in the code here. Don't think so. If we do, then it's bad news. There we go. I guessed the code correctly. Oh man, what's going on here? This is. I don't know how many of these ones I need to ban. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Good. Right. Off we go again. Jet Set Willy. So off we go, Jet Set Willy. Of course, we all know this, isn't it? The game after Manic Miner. I think it was 1984, wasn't it? Really? I think it was. Right. Have anyone completed it, which I know you didn't? In comment below. We did look on a stream previously, Jet Set Willy, the Nightmare edition, and that was just silly. Mad Commodore Jetpack, not Jet Set Willy. Ah, there we go. Monday brain freeze. That's all right. We always brain freeze every now and again. Oh, another there. Right, away we go. Let's get to the bottom. It is the best stress relief. It is, Julie. It is. Right. Boing. Yeah, you never liked this game, Mad Commodore. Yeah, some people just don't get on with it at all. But in terms of, because I knew I was never going to complete it. So for me, it was just exploration, really. There to see how far we could actually get in the game and such. Right, let's get over this thing. But I really liked Jet Set Willy 2, where you got to the rocket room, which we got to one of the streams. Yeah, the old game of Steve. I mean, most of the time I end up going to the same screens each time, but it's a nice classic game to like end on, which is quite nice. Good stuff. I think I do prefer Manic Miner, Neil, to these ones. I really do. Manic Miner's pretty good. Just, you might see the screen freezes ever so slightly because I'm just doing something else. I think you know what it is. Okay, right, off we go again. Good music in this one. Good music in this one. Now, what really blew me away at the time is these rope swing bridges. I wish they had those rope swing bridges back in on the Manic Miner times. That would have made it quite good. Jet Set Willy the Nightmare edition there has a sort of like conveyor belt at the bottom, making it particularly evil. back stairway, and this leads us to the, as we know, like the battlements right at the top of the screen, which makes it a little bit tricky as you go forward. To the orangery, I think, is next. Yeah. Oh no, it's the west wing. It's orangery next. Yeah, Mad Commodore, I see that. I mean, Manic Miner had the individual screens, didn't they? Really, and this was. They was looking at a sequel. I suppose they had an option of Manic Miner 2, didn't they, or Jet Set Willy? So that was the rub, really. And they decided to make it a bit bigger. But Manic Miner 2, I think there's unofficial mods called Manic Miner 2, would have been a big hit as well. But you know, it's a marvelous accomplishment, isn't it? Really, marvelous accomplishment. 2 seconds, everyone. I need to appoint a moderator on this channel, I think. There we go. Right. Always good to try and get the timing right on this thing. Newman Looney going back and down. Oh, close. He's got it, and this will take us to the battlements. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the case, 790, because I've had a troll for quite some time using multiple accounts. It's good to know who they all are now. That they thumbed down a lot of the videos multiple times. I mean, YouTube removed quite a few of them, but I need to report it again to get those accounts, well, blocked really. But every time they make a footprint on the channel, because you can see a lot in the statistics, I will report it and forward it onto YouTube. So thank you. It's just collating the evidence over amount of times. But I do need to count some moderators. I think when YouTube banned accounts, they also look at the IP address as well. So they might knock down 6 or 7 at the same time. If that person owns a real account as well, that might be taken down also. If I do in fact report it. But there we go. Let's go over that fella. Right. Now this is always a bit tricky to get over this chap. I think I've done it. I've done it. Right. Now it's this bit here, Quicker Fleeg. If you went up, you could have got into the rocket ship. Oh man. I think that's too late, Nick. Oh. Oh, I was too near the end of the rope. Oh, didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. I don't know how you get past this bit then. How'd you get past this bit? On the timing of Jet Set Willy 2 seems to be a little bit easier on there. Well, that's how you do it. Right, let's over that now. Let's wait for it to come back on the downswing. That should be a little bit better. Got more of the rope to work with. Yeah, I think I'll do that, Brian. I think I will do that. I'll do it. I'll do it straight after the stream. Actually, I've still got the evidence of the stream there, so we'll do that. It'll probably take out all of their channels, to be honest. Right. Okay. And IP addresses as well. So anyone in the house might get done as well. That'd be a shame. Ooh, got away with that. Good. And I think Rescue Esmeralda's coming up a bit later on, isn't it? There it is, Rescue Esmeralda. Ooh, I'll try and rescue Esmeralda if I don't get hit by this yellow guy going up and down. Whoops. Oh dear. Last life. Last life. Thanks, Julie. Appreciate it. Yeah, the more people that report those channels, the quicker it gets done. So thank you. Yeah, so everyone can report those as they come up. That'd be great. And then it removes any thumbs down, because I'd imagine this stream might have about, because they're all thumb down, I imagine it's probably got 6 or 7 straight away, so get those removed, that'd be great. It all counts as activity though, so that's been fine, and I think that person's been trolling me for quite some time, in terms of years really. So there we go. People are so stupid, aren't they? Right, last life left of this, as we go to the emergency generator. Good, but most people are generally quite sensible on here. I don't think you can report it now. I've removed their things. I think there might be yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think there might be a button next door. I think it's easier for me to report it, but if anyone else does, then great. Let's see if we can work our way through here. They're probably doing it to a lot of channels, to be honest with you. Right, Dr. Jones, never believe this, but it doesn't bother me a great deal. Thumbs down always count as engagement there. If they're doing it on a channel that was brand new, it might have an effect. But YouTube looks at the watch time as well. They haven't really watched it that long. It's not really going to mean anything there. Okay, brilliant. Brilliant. So thank you for that there. So thank you for watching the streams. One or two trolls is never going to upset anything, so don't worry about that. We all have a bit of fun. Doesn't mean anything at all. So I hope you liked looking at those games. It was a fun stream. We'll be going live tomorrow as well from 7 till 9. My favourite game, I think, looking at that was probably Bruce Lee and Bruce Lee RX. SWIV was okay, although it seemed to stutter a bit on there. So yeah, thank you for everyone watching, in particular the members and the people that have been doing the super chats as well. Really appreciated there. Until next time, take great care of yourself. Have a good evening. Until next time, well, I'll keep this running a bit because I tend to put a thank you thing on the end as well. So on the typing in the chat. So next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Bye, folks. Thank you.